This is a mouse and keyboard, and this is my console. This combo is a gaming option that's becoming more and more popular because mouse and keyboard is OP, but PCs can cost thousands of dollars. So today I'm spending 24 hours using keyboard and mouse on console to prove it's actually easy to be good on. And I have 3 specific goals that I want to complete to map my progress. The first goal is to hit back-to-back quad edits. The second goal is to hit a nasty clip on someone. And the third and final goal is to win a solos game on it with at least 5 elims. Now, I'm not even a mouse and keyboard player. I only have about 2 total weeks of experience over the last 4 years, and it's been nearly 6 months since I even touched it last. So besides the fact that muscle memory exists, it'll almost be like I'm starting from where a beginner would, and that means I have exactly 3 hours to get used to this. So first order on the list is I just need to kind of get used to this feel again, and that's exactly what I spent the next 2 hours doing. And I'm not gonna lie, the feel came back to me pretty quickly. Muscle memory is crazy like that because even though I haven't touched mouse and keyboard in months, within just 10 minutes of picking it back up on console, I'm already moving like this. And while this isn't what a complete beginner would actually look like, believe it or not, to get to this skill level on keyboard and mouse only took me about a week of playing. But after about 30 minutes of free building, it was time to move on. And now it's time to get that piece control and aim feel down in a practice map. And as you can see, a set practice map versus free building is a bit different. It's pretty natural to struggle a bit when you're running through these types of drills for the first time, but the big key part to getting better is going through repetition. But between editing all the way to the top of this tunnel and my 30 minutes of free building, my wrist was starting to hurt, and my aim is something that I also needed to practice, so I decided to focus in on that for a bit. This map that I'm using right now is my practice map that's going to be coming out in the next couple days, and it has literally every drill in it you need to get better. And this shotgun flick drill is probably my favorite of the entire map, because I would say if you're going to learn mouse and keyboard, like sniping and AR aim is really easy, but the close range aim gets a little bit harder. So really learning your sensitivity and getting that muscle memory of flicking the headshots is key to getting good. And when I felt like I had a good grasp on that, I moved on to the piece control section. Again, your first run through of these drills is always incredibly scuffed. You're going to mess up a few edits, but repetition is key. So in these piece control tunnels, you can literally do the drill as many times as you want. Every single time it resets and respawns you, and you can see after just about 5 to 10 minutes in this drill, I'm already moving differently. But for now, really all I'm trying to do is lock in the feel of this. One of the best signs that you're getting better in these drills is that you're not only getting the edits right, but you're also hitting quality shots on the bots at the end of the drill. Because if you do all this fancy editing and piece control and then you whiff your shot, it's kind of pointless. So that's why these drills are great for practicing both your aim and your piece control at the same time. So it's only been about 2 hours, but all my muscle memory is coming back to me, and I think I'm ready to try challenge number 1, to hit a double quad edit. I've already hit back-to-back triple edits a few times, there's another one, and I can easily do 1 quad edit, but to do 2 of them is way more difficult. I'm gonna first try to do one on 0.7x speed so I can hopefully get the crosshair movements down, and that went fine. But now on normal speed, I have not gotten this a single time, and this is a hard thing to do even if you're on a PC, but it's even harder on console because again, there is that tiny bit of input delay that kind of just throws things off. But I can't say I wasn't getting close. For having been away from mouse and keyboard for over half of a year, to come back to it on console and be hitting quad edits easily and nearly getting double quad edits is pretty impressive. It also goes to show that keyboard and mouse on console is not bad at all. And this is the moment I almost had it. Oh my. Alright, look, obviously I can edit well on this, but the double quad edit I just attempted for over 30 minutes and I can't get it. But look, I can do the double triple edit like incredibly easily, and we're just gonna have to say that that's good enough because I really want to go fight real players. And that's exactly what I did by hopping into my first 1v1. Just like with the free building and all of the drills, the first time you do this, you're going to be bad. It's all just a matter of repetition, doing it over and over and over until you get more comfortable and build that muscle memory. And that's why even though I could easily do a double triple edit, I was moving in some of those drills, I was looking nice with it, but then I can get into a fight like this and just look like a complete bot. It happens to literally everybody, it's completely normal, but eventually you start to get the feel down a little bit more, start hitting some more of your shots. And while I could say that was completely on purpose, I think by my reaction you can tell it was not. That was like one of the craziest pre-fires I've ever seen, and it was done completely on accident, which you can definitely tell because in this next clip, I was just sitting here looking like a drone. If you are going to learn mouse and keyboard, whether it's on console or not, the key is once you start fighting real players, you need to make sure they're somewhere around the same skill level as you. Because I won't lie, it was pretty late at night when I was doing these 1v1s, which means there was a lot of sweats in the map. And especially if you're just starting out, you're just kind of learning everything. Fighting an insane booga that you don't even get a shot off on is not helping you. I think this clip right here is where you can really see something start to click. I hit a couple of edits and then I predicted where he was gonna drop. I pre-peeked it, hit a max damage pump shot, and after that I finally got into a game with a player that was worse than me. And look, it's not good to just sit here and win every single fight, go 100-0 against a bad player, but I will say after like an hour fighting just straight up sweats, it was kind of nice to be better than somebody. Because I had finally found a couple of players that weren't crazy sweats, I really had to focus in here and try to accomplish goal number 2, to hit a clip. Ooh, that could be a clip. Now, you could call that a clip, but if you don't, I think you definitely have to call that a clip. And because goal 2 is accomplished, we move on. Alright, now this is where it gets hard. Challenge 1 was pretty hard, challenge 2 was even harder. But now, I'm jumping straight into real solo games on console, mouse, and keyboard. I'm setting myself a 5-hour timer to get this completed, but it's going to be hard. And little did I know just how hard it would actually be. In my first game, I dropped in over at the lavish train station, got a couple of elims off spawn, nothing crazy. Honestly, just a bunch of AIs, which is good for me because it helps me practice my aim and build my confidence while I'm fighting these real players. But that's when I started taking out Oscar and got nailed from the back, and this is what happened next. Bro, like, but I mean, obviously that's gonna happen. I'm on keyboard and mouse for the first time in forever on console, and I queued into a public match against real players. Like, I'm going to lose a few of these, but the goal here is to improve little by little every single game. But my goal with landing here is to get Oscar's Mythic, because you can just spam that thing and your aim doesn't matter as much. So I waited for the guy with the medallion to rotate in, and this is what happened. Oh my, let's go, bro. Alright, I got Oscar's Mythic, I got a medallion, I got a sniper, we got 3 elims. This is looking pretty good so far. I made my way over towards fencing and even got a snipe on this guy. And then I went to push him and I thought he was a complete drone until they started building, and they actually weren't that bad. So I had to apply pressure and stay aggressive. After that, I think this guy really wanted the medallion that I had, so he was pushing me really hard. And this is the first sweat of the game that I had to fight, and this is what happened. No way, bro. I had the perfect shot on this guy. I was feeling so good that game, but regardless, I knew it was gonna happen a few times. And that's when I jumped into the next game, and I mean, bro, yeah, so the next game, I beamed this guy because remember, the long range aim with like snipers and ARs on mouse and keyboard is way easier than controller. It is so easy to be accurate at long range on mouse and keyboard, but that's when I got into a close range fight. And I got Peter, but he was already pretty low, so it's not like that was because my aim was good. Now, I played it pretty low-key until I made endgame here. 5 players left. This could be the game that I do it. Bro, I'm stuck. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I fully choked right there. That's just one of the things that happens when you're not fully used to an input. That's why you just gotta play more and more games, but again, there's some sweats in these lobbies. Now, I just kept losing game after game, but finally, I had some things go my way when I dropped into this game. So I got a pretty easy little AR elim off spawn. Then I went over with my auto frenzy. I got another one by Reckless, and because the sniping on mouse and keyboard is just so easy, I took out out another player, and then I went ahead and took out another one, although these are mostly AI, so you can't say that much. But that put me in a top 4 situation with 4 elims. All I need is one more in the win to fulfill my 3rd goal. And just like that, it was down to a 1v1, and this is what happened. I'm not gonna lie, it's been 3 hours. I've gotten 2 second places. While keyboard and mouse on console is definitely a valid option, this is just not working for me right now. If you want to learn mouse and keyboard, it's definitely fun, but we all know I'm a controller player, and for the time being, it's gonna stay that way. Make sure to like, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.